So, how did diabetic shoes save my life? Well, I started my diabetic complications journey being totally naive and without realizing how serious my diabetic health issues were. I faced ongoing complications, and today I've had diabetes and all its complications for more than 30 years. But back in 2011, I worked at a pharmaceutical company, and their sanitary work labs and facilities required me to get some new shoes to only be used at the work facility. They would provide me with this nice, beautiful, clean pair of shoes, and hey, that was really great. But at the time, I did not understand that I had diabetic neuropathy in my feet and had lost a tremendous amount of sensation and feelings. And I did not understand the dangers of dying from improperly fitting shoes. So I got these shiny new pair of shoes, and unfortunately, within 2 8-hour work shifts, I developed horrible blisters on the balls of both of my feet. I could not feel very much down there. I didn't know that. I went right away to my podiatrist, who's a foot doctor specialist, to help heal these blisters. And he looked at them and referred me immediately to a wound care specialist doctor at my local hospital. Now, after several weeks, I followed their care and was seeing the doctor twice a week, but things got worse. And on 11/11 of 2011, I almost died from a septicemia infection that had set in to my right foot. Then I had emergency surgery to carve out all that infection in my right foot to attempt to save my life. I woke up the next morning in the hospital, and an orthopedic surgeon came in to my room and opened up and unwound my bandage and looked at my foot and said, "Oh yeah, there's no saving this foot. We must amputate immediately the whole leg." I rejected his treatment plan, and I chose another orthopedic surgeon who said he would be able to heal my foot, and he did. Since that horrible, tragic event, I have healed, my foot is healed, but it took about a year for that to happen. Ever since then, I have worn diabetic shoes, diabetic insoles for my shoes, and diabetic socks. This combination has kept repeat infections to only a few infections over the last 30 plus years. The diabetic shoes are a cornerstone to my ongoing diabetic care. Diabetic foot care is critical because casual care and treatment in regards to foot care can cause foot irritations, foot wounds, and infections. It can cause foot ulcers that can lead to amputation of your toes, amputation of your legs, and you can actually die from these serious infections. So please take this stuff very seriously. Shoes that I buy from my doctor, I ask him, I want the shoes slightly bigger than I technically need. Now, I've always worn size 12 wide shoes all of my adult life, but I insist on a size 13 6E, which is a little bit bigger, longer, and a little bit wider, but it gives my toes a little bit of wiggle room, and I don't seem to get any irritation or any issues with that. But always have your diabetic shoe professionally fitted by a medical doctor or podiatrist. It is imperative that you need this done to truly save your life. Diabetic shoes are a little different in several critical ways, such as a deeper toe box area to accommodate shoe insoles. There's extra thickness in these insoles and the toe box is a little bit thicker and slightly deeper in the heel area as well, also to help keep these shoes on your heels better. Diabetic shoes also come in a wide array of sizes, including extra wide sizes to fit your feet correctly. Now, I happen to use a brand of shoe called Dr. Comfort brand, and it's a quality, commonly available diabetic shoe brand. It typically costs under $200, sometimes a lot less, but they are available on Amazon. But I seriously suggest that you seek professional doctor's care, such as a podiatrist or a medical doctor. Now, after you've become fitted with your new diabetic shoes, always follow up your doctor's advice and follow up so that your doctor can inspect your feet in a day or two or up to a week later, whenever they say, but always follow up. They need to inspect your feet to make sure there's no rubbing or irritation or sores in the making. Diabetic shoe insoles can be custom made just for your feet by your doctor or your diabetic foot care specialist. These foam insoles are specially molded to your feet and they fit perfectly. They are typically made from various densities of foam and often are molded from a plaster casting of your foot or other ways of doing it, but these insoles typically only last about 3 to 6 months, but they really help me with fitting my feet properly. Now, off-the-shelf or self-molding insoles are also available and are a lot cheaper, but be careful. If they don't fit properly, they can cause serious injuries to your feet very quickly. Keep your initial wear times on any new diabetic shoes and insoles to 2 to 4 hours, and then carefully inspect your feet closely. Let your feet rest before wearing them again. Be super careful with these self-serve methods. I strongly suggest going through your doctor. Diabetic socks are another diabetic foot care issue that needs your attention. Socks need to absorb moisture, which diabetic socks do. They need to fit real well, not be too sloppy and not be too tight. They provide a small amount of padding and cushioning, and some of the socks even contain copper or silver fibers that are infused in the socks to assist in your diabetic foot care. Again, ask your doctor or podiatrist for their suggestions, but always take diabetic foot care serious because it truly is a life and death issue. Please share your experiences below and comments below. And have a fantastic day. Take care.